right, y'all. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to We Talk Weekly on all the social media platforms. If you want to support us even further, be sure to like, comment, and share this video. So, can I adjust this?
Yes, you can.
It's like
There
to the side.
Somebody must have bumped it. There you go. Good job.
Philadelphia's own actress and Abbott Elementary creator Quinta Brunson, she finally made her debut on the hit sketch comedy show Saturday Night Live. And in her mind, she did this wonderful monologue. And in her monologue, she talked about her mother being a school teacher. And she was the driving force basically behind her creating Abbott Elementary. Quinta advocated for more pay for teachers and better treatment. And she added, please remember how important teachers are, acknowledge the work they do every day, and for the love of God, pay them the money they deserve. So yeah, teachers are definitely underpaid and overworked.
Yeah.
That's a thankless job. That is a thankless job. But Quinta Brunson also took a jab at the sitcom Friends. She said,
What?
Yes, she said instead of being a group of, now she's talking about Abbott Elementary, and she's making this comparison to Abbott Elementary and Friends. So she's saying, and instead of being in New York, it's in Philadelphia, and instead of having black people, it does. So she took a little jab at Friends, the show, and it's no secret that Friends has been called out because of its lack of diversity. But when you know better, you do better. So last year, Friends co-creator Marta Kaufman, she acknowledged the show's insensitivity to DEI. And at that time, she did pledge $4 million to her alma mater, her university, Brandeis University. Yeah, me neither. It's not TU, so you know.
It ain't important.
She pledged $4 million to her alma mater for their African and African Studies department.
Oh,
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, so that was awesome. But what I did not like was that cast member Lisa Kudrow, who portrays the character Phoebe. She said the creators had no business writing about people of color.
Hold on, what?
They had, I don't know if that was taken out of context or something, but she allegedly said they had no business writing about people of color. And I don't know if she meant that because, you know, it's difficult and you can look at some older sitcoms like Good Times and all the other ones that had white writers for black people or people of color, you know. But I guess that's what she was saying. Well, Phoebe, that's when you bring in writers who can write for people of color instead of just saying, well, they had no business doing, you know, writing for them anyway.
I
But
get it.
But in the meantime, Quinta Brunson, carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No doubt. So, okay. No,
She actually went to my elementary school.
okay.
Who, Quinta?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love her.
Uptown.
I love her.
So when I didn't see Abbott until recently, but it reminded me. I mean, I'm much older than her, but I'm just the elementary school itself.
Yep.
And I think she named it after her elementary school teacher. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Miss Abbott.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's cool.
Absolutely. So the women's NCAA Final Four championship game, it garnered 9.9 million viewers, making it the most watched women's NCAA finals in television history. The women's NCAA Final Four MVP and LSU star Angel Reese I gave her a new name. Angel Reese is still flying high on the heels of their 2023 national championship win and first title, despite receiving backlash for allegedly taunting Iowa star Caitlyn Clark. Well, for those of you who didn't see the final game, Angel Reese was seen doing the infamous John Cena "You Can't See Me" move in close proximity of Caitlyn Clark, causing people to accuse her of taunting. But also, what they did not see, or they failed to see, or they're not acknowledging, or maybe they just didn't see
they
it.
conveniently.
Yeah. When you're colorblind, you see things in a different way. But just 48 hours before the championship game, Caitlyn was seen doing that same John Cena move as their team beat South Carolina. But only difference was many called Caitlyn's rendition of John Cena, "You Don't See Me," classy, and they called her the queen of clapbacks. Meanwhile, those who had selective outrage called Angel Reese's John Cena in the face of Caitlyn classless, and she's an expletive idiot. So here we have two women doing the same move, and that move goes from classy to trashy. On the flip side, Caitlyn did support Angel Reese and said that this is just trash talk. So she knew what it was. But Angel Reese is calling people out, along with other sports commentators like Stephen A. Smith, who are calling people out. Who are saying it's a problem who are basically saying by their actions that it's a problem when a black woman does the same thing and don't see it as a double standard. Angel Reese also brought to attention that the fact that men trash talk and in sports all the time, no one says anything about that. So I have three questions. Number one, would we be having this dialogue if Caitlyn had won? Number two, will we be having this conversation if we were talking about men's sports? And number three, I'm calling out the First Lady, Jill Biden. She was there at the game. She saw the taunting and offered to invite both teams to the White House. Would she have invited both teams if LSU had won and Iowa lost?
A big unapologetic.
I mean, if
no.
LSU had lost and Iowa
understood.
won.
No, 100% no. What I would say in terms of the trash talk is leave the men out of it. Because no, for real, it always go back to the men.
Comparison.
It all leave the men out of it. But what I will say, however, because even in soccer, a lot of ladies, they trash talk all day long. They do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I won't make this. I mean, maybe men have some piece of it, but no, leave them out of it. Just say that it was a bad response in media, because that's what triggered all of this. The bad response from the media, because none of the men had a problem with her doing it. In fact, I honestly seen more men coming to her defense.
Right.
So leave the men out of it. And I think that's what happens. It automatically goes to men. They try to divide. Nope. I'm going to stop it right now. The men are supporting this young lady. Matter of fact, it was more men watching the game than anybody. Right. And so I just want to say that I'm 100% in support of this young lady. She's a fantastic basketball player. I watched the game. I was in support of her, and I don't see anything that she did that was wrong. Because the other, I guess I'll call her sister. The other sister did this with no problem and was trash talking not only that game, but every game that she played prior to.
Right.
And she's unapologetic about how good she is. So no.
Do you think it's a racial?
100%. In terms of the response, I think it's because the response is because of that
racial
nuance.
Bias. Yeah.
Right.
Also, did Caitlyn? I heard some of what she said in regards to saying like, you guys are being too harsh on her. But did she say why when I did it wasn't a problem, but now Angel's doing it, it's a problem? Did she ever say anything close to that?
I can't remember her words verbatim, but she basically was saying like, all right, like she's, leave her alone. She's doing basically what I was doing, and that's what we do. And I actually, I played basketball in high school, and Angel Reese is wearing my number 10.
Go ahead, Sizzle.
But I remember, like, I remember trash talking when I was playing, and I wasn't involved in it, but I saw it happening. I saw it going on, and it would make us angry. Like, what she say? Yeah. But yeah, it's like she knows she knows that she's only doing. She's getting back the same karma, the energy that she put out. She got it back.
In any sport. I mean, I didn't play ball, but I played street ball. But it was a different type of trash talk, being the only girl. But even like in double dutch and swimming and everything you're doing, it's a competitive sport. So it comes with the territory.
Absolutely.
And man, when you talk about, I could go with Clarissa Shields, the greatest of all time female boxer.
Yeah.
Trash talk. Come on, Layla Ali. Trash talk.
Yes.
Like that's why you can't. I hate when they try to make this a man versus woman thing. That's inaccurate. It's just is really specifically a bad media moment and a racial nuance situation that happened there. It don't have anything to do with men. So I want to make sure that that's for the record. We put that out there because I want to tell you, Clarissa Shields is the queen of talking trash.
But one thing about the trash talking that I do notice that affiliates have made sure of is they fine them. So even in football, it's like unsportsmanlike conduct. So they started to fine you because the trash talking was taunting in a sense. So
that's what they do. I mean, you're right though. No, you're right. You're right. That's what they do.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's a small nuance. I think that they specifically messing with this black girl when this white girl did the exact same thing, and now y'all are pointing the fingers at her when that wasn't the case when Caitlyn did it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. And your thoughts on Joe Biden?
That was trash. That was trash. Like it was no reason for her to invite them. No one else on the planet was invited to the White House that was a competitive team.
Did she pull back? Did she now disinvite the
No, you can't do it. You can't disinvite that. Well, I don't know.
I think she did.
Go.
No, they're going now, but
That's what
LSU is going. But did she pull back and tell Iowa to stay home?
No, you can't. No, I'm
you can disinvite people. I think she did.
Not the president's wife.
The PR person was just like, oh, invite both as girl power.
Yeah, and she kind of was like, well, I was just, trying to be fair.
No, because when she was in office or when she's there are other people who won that she didn't invite. So no, that's not being fair, because right now what she did was set a precedent at this point. So now you have to invite the opposing team that loses now, because if she don't, it would look like you kind of hypocrite. Like, how come you're not inviting them now? Especially if it's two black teams that's in the now championship next year. Are you going to invite those two now? Whoever wins or loses?
It seems like it's going to have to be the trend now, because how can you not?
The president's office just set a precedent.
Right.
Exactly.
I need to see if she pulled it back, because I thought I saw someone say it was like...
she did. I heard that Angel said now, like, she's willing to go.
Yeah,
which
to
I feel
support
like
her
she
team.
Like, we going to the Obamas
No, because I feel like the team should have been like, nope, we're good. Because she said, I want to go to the Obamas. They should have just went to the Obamas, and they should have supported her in that. Like, because literally it was a shot at her, and y'all should be supporting the teammate.
Exactly.
Supporting the teammate in a decision that she made as a leadership position in a team, especially when it was a direct shot at her, because the media started attacking that sister. So why now will you say, or the team say, oh no, we're going to go up? No, don't go. No, y'all put your heels in the dirt. Ash to the wall, ash your knuckles. Back to the wall.
Yeah. And she said she was hurt by First Lady Jill Biden doing that.
She has every reason to.
Yeah. And at first she didn't want to accept Jill's apology.
Yeah, they said that the First Lady walked back her controversial invite of both Iowa Hawkeyes team and LSU. So walk back means...
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. All right.
I think she pulled it back.
It's too late, though. It's too
late.
Like, we don't get intentions. Like,
once you put a number out, that's it.
So that may be the reason why Angel number now going But still, you can't disinvite no. It's too late. Like
That
the
is so
intention-
messy.
Yeah, messy. Well, messy ain't the word for it. That's the president's wife. Like they tarnished the legacy now. Like
And I hate to jump into Jill's defense because at first I was just like, "Come on, Jill," but then the media created this thing and they made it so much bigger that
tension.
maybe to the point where people started to feel sorry for Caitlyn and like, why is she doing that to her? And
but then I don't feel no.
She was doing it to other people. So LSU had this plan going into the game, which Angel Reese explains on an interview with GMA that like we were just like, oh, that's what she's doing. Yep. We gonna kill it in this game.
And that was something to encourage her. Yes, to encourage them to work harder. And those sisters were. I mean, you had to see the game. I mean,
it was passion.
It was. I literally said nail biting. I mean, it was back to back to back, and even a score. A score. That's not a.
It was like 102.
Yeah, like that's.
And I think
that's like a college males basketball, And so that goes to the hard work and dedication of them sisters who played that game, and they played hard, and she needed to be acknowledged for that. Which means that they should have acknowledged her grit and acknowledge her feelings as it relates to the smack in the face that she felt like she got by the president's wife.
Right.
And for you to mention the score, that was the record-breaking score. Back in '87, I think it was they scored like it was Texas in 1986, 97 points. So this is the first time that women's basketball ever reached in college that score, that high. So that's a monumental moment right there.
Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Angel because it's literally that moment that put. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can put this on record. That moment is the moment that propelled women's college basketball because now you're going to have tons of people watching it. And that's all because of her. I'm just saying. That's all because of her. Kudos to her. And she deserved all of the flowers. Matter of fact, come on, show.
She and I had made a last minute decision to switch the celebrity sizzle to her for this and other reasons. But, I just want to read a little bit about her. She comes to LSU as one of the most dynamic players in the country after spending 2 seasons at Maryland. And for me, I just love her. I love her energy and how she just motivated her team over the whole season. And, she was, I guess, close with the coach and just motivating everybody. She just reminds me of Philly. I know she's from Baltimore, which is like right across
Baltimore,
the street.
just the same.
Yeah.
Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore.
Yes, I know so many people from Baltimore that's just like, you are just so Philly, especially what's her Jess Hilarious.
Yeah.
She
don't give me Philly.
Little Mo do.
She don't give Little Mo.
Now Little Mo, Little Mo does.
Jess,
Absolutely.
you gotta hear Jess.
I watch.
Just give it to me with the when she be talking like she does. She does.
She reminds me of Philly though.
She has some. I will.
Little Mo does, but not Jess. I'm not. She remind me of somebody like maybe Baltimore, maybe Jersey, like right across the Trenton or something. She don't run. Trenton probably don't want.
Jess Hilarious got that. She got some Philly
vibe with her.
She did.
But she was rated the top player. I hate you. She was rated the top player in the transfer portal in 2022, earned multiple All-American honors following her sophomore season before entering the transfer portal. I couldn't believe she was in her sophomore season, though. She led the Terrapins. That's how you said Terrapins. Yeah. So the Sweet 16 in 2022 as a top scorer and top rebounder, became the first Maryland sophomore to average a double-double since 1975. Also added 53 steals and 36 blocks during the season.
Nice.
Reese was named the AP All-American third team and was an honorable mention in the USBWA All-American team. As one of the top players in the Big Ten, Reese earned first team All Big Ten and defensive All Big Ten honors. Played in 15 games as a freshman and averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds. Earned a spot on the Big Ten All Freshman team. And I'm not even going to go into her high school record because she's been breaking records. And to come from Baltimore, so I'm your girl, Lauren Sizzle. That was the Sizzle.
And that was the Sizzle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy, Charles Gregg, with the beautiful
Lauren Sizzle.
The beautiful.
Classy Lady Sparkle.
Have you ever seen Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
You seen
The
her
boxer?
Yes.
Yeah,
No, she UFC. She's a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
You ever seen her trash talk? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You know how many
Who she
women
trash
UFC
talk and then somebody
At the she trash talk at the weigh-ins. Like,
but somebody
punched
knocked
knocked
the
her out.
smooth out.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Holly Holmes, like all. Like that's what I mean.
Her.
You can't make this just about guys, men. Like everyone trash talks. Like and literally they just wanted to single her out and. But kudos to her.
She handled it well.
She handled it really well.
Yeah, she did. Child.
All right. So we out of here, y'all. You know what I mean? It's
Peace.
a good show. Decent.
What's going on, you guys? This is Bridget Kelly, and you are locked into We Talk Weekly.